In today's climate, nothing will make you a more accurate or confident shooter than Crimson Trace laser sighting systems. Get the immediate, decisive advantage of the world's only grip-integrated laser sights today. Shoot better. Stay safer. Crimson Trace.
Today on Tom Gresham's Gun Talk, guns and gear deals for the holiday season, cool giveaways, and a product that makes life a little easier. All that and more, plus your range reports. Call in now at 866-TALK-GUN. Now, here's Tom.
Yes, we have some things to discuss, do we not? Hey, welcome to Gun Talk. I'm Tom Gresham. Yes, Gun Talk on the air for 20-plus years, talking about guns, shooting, self-defense, self-protection, safety, responsibility, and the cool gear and guns and stuff. We like stuff, don't we? The stuff we like and we buy and we shoot. We're the good guys. We're the good gals. We're the ones you don't often hear about in the news. We're the ones that have lots of guns and shoot them and use them and store them safely and responsibly. In some cases, not all of us, but in some cases, many of us, are also the ones who say we're going to take care of ourselves. We're going to take care of our families. We will devote the time, the money, and the effort to gain and maintain the skills necessary to do those things. We will be talking. Yes, we will. We will be talking today about the attacks in Paris. I do want to get to that. I have some thoughts on that, personal thoughts, things that I think you perhaps should be thinking about, some takeaways that apply to you personally and your family. We'll be going down that road. So, yeah, get your thoughts ready on that one. I guess let me just throw this thought out. Did it change, 1, your thinking, 2, any of your behavior, and 3, your plans? We'll certainly be getting to that. Of course, a lot of the stuff we do around here involves gear, ammo, guns, stuff, and we have favorite places we like to go for all of that. And we work with some pretty cool people, frankly. It's really one of the fun parts of this gig. we get to work with some really fun people who make and sell cool stuff. One of the great companies, and I'm not kidding about this, one of the great companies in the firearms industry are the folks at Brownells. You know them, of course, brownells.com. The catalog, the massive catalog, the huge online site, and all of that. Well, they're doing some other things, and we've partnered with them on something that's, I think, exciting. And joining us to talk about that is Ryan Repp from Brownells. Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Tom. Good to be with you. How are you?
Well, I appreciate it. I'm doing great. We've done a lot of stuff with Brownells through the years. I mean, frankly, I explain to people, I say, you need to understand, Brownells is a multi-generational company. GUNTALK is a multi-generational company. And frankly, the two families have known each other for all these generations. My dad knew Bob. I knew Frank. And of course, we also know Pete. And so it just goes on. And Ryan, my son, it's kind of like it's all together. And so right. Brownells has always been one of those companies that you can recommend and never, ever have to worry about. You say, just do business with Brownells. You're going to get a good deal and you're going to be treated right. And they've got this, what is that guarantee again?
It's the 100% forever satisfaction guarantee. I think we're the only ones in the business doing it, Tom, with basically if you have an issue with anything that you buy from us, doesn't matter if it's 2 weeks afterwards or whether it's 3, 5, 10 years later. Something's wrong, you just don't like it, you send it back and we replace it or give you your money back. So pretty unique offering.
You know that's just stunningly crazy.
We've been told that before. You know, what's interesting, Tom, about that is, when Bob Brownell founded the company back in 1939, the only other parts house in the country was one in New York City. And Bob knew that, he was in the middle of Iowa. And he said, if I'm going to get somebody convinced to buy something from me out in the middle of Iowa, I don't have a big city name, I better do something pretty extraordinary. And so literally the 100% forever satisfaction guarantee has been around since then. He wanted people to know that, hey, if you buy from me, it's going to be guaranteed. I'm going to stand behind it. And through all the generations, as you mentioned, they've kept that thought process throughout. So pretty neat.
It is. And, the other thing that's really cool is when you call Brownells, who you talk to. You don't get the voicemail thingy and the systems. I mean, you actually talk to real people, and I still like that.
Yep. That's one of the things that that's a mandate from Frank, the second generation owner. Is you know what you're gonna call us. You're gonna talk to somebody, a machine. So yeah, certainly also something that makes that experience great for a customer.
All right, so we came up with this crazy idea. I don't know if you guys thought of it or we did, but it was kind of like one of those, hey, what do you think if we did? And kind of by the time we're done, we're going, we've convinced ourselves this was a brilliant idea, as we sometimes do.
Sure.
But I think it's cool. It's the Brownells GUNTALK trivia contest giveaway extravaganza thing where every week we have a new question. It's here on GUNTALK Radio, and people can enter by trying, figuring out what the answer to the question is. It's kind of cool. In fact, I'm looking right now at this week's, the 75 British Brown Bess musket is the longest serving military shoulder arm in history. Counting its variations, how many years of service did the Bess have? Then it gives you 3 choices. And of course, we play that on the air each week. Mm-hmm. This is very cool. I mean, it's fun. The whole trivia question thing is fun, but what's even better about it is the prizes that you guys have come up with, our prizes, I should say.
Yeah, that's exactly right. The prize is pretty incredible. All you have to do is go to brownells.com/GUNTALK, or just go to brownells.com, type GUNTALK into the search bar, and you can get to the page to answer the trivia question. And when you answer, you don't even have to answer it correctly. If you just answer it, you put your email address in there. You win a great prize package, and the prize package is airfare and hotel for 2 to the 2016 NRA show in Louisville, Kentucky, which, of course, is May 20th to the 22nd. We'll give you access to the Brownells booth, so if you're out cruising around on the floor and you decide that you're hungry or need a piece of fruit or something, you can stop into our booth. Usually one night we get together and take everybody for dinner, so you get a dinner with the Brownells team. You get a free Edge membership, but the 2 absolutely coolest parts of the giveaway are it's the Brownells GUNTALK FN SCAR 17S Dream Gun that we're giving away. Of course, SCAR just out with their new 17S, and so it's a really valuable prize package. That's a $3,400 gun. Folks at FNH have been just fantastic to work with. And then we're going to make it into what we call our Dream Gun, so we're going to add a few accessories to it. By the time it's all said and done, you've got just a little over $4,000 just in the gun. So that's pretty incredible as well.
And that's on top of travel and accommodations to go to the NRA show, hang around with the Brownells, be on GUNTALK Radio, and all the other stuff. Now, I want to make sure we understand. When you go in and enter the trivia contest, you are entered for a chance to win. It's not like everybody who clicks on this is going to win.
Somebody might be upset if I did that one. So one person will win for the accommodations for 2. And you pointed out, Tom, somebody gets to be on your show. So we're actually going to go over to your booth there where you're set up at an NRA show every year, and the winner gets to sit down and chat with you about all things guns. So that's pretty exciting as well.
Exactly. And we have a bunch of these trivia questions. There's one each week, a fresh one each week. Now, and one of the things you mentioned went by kind of fast. I want to make sure people understand this. You don't have to get the question correctly. You have to answer correctly to enter. Just entering gets you into, basically put your name in the hat, and then sometime at the end of this, we're going to electronically pull a name from the hat. Right.
That's exactly right. Yeah, just go to the site, like I said, brownells.com/GUNTALK, or just type GUNTALK into the search bar at brownells.com. It'll take you right to the site and answer it. Like I said, it's new every week, so there's a different question every week. And really the thought behind that was, and we know that GUNTALK listeners range from all sorts of background and experience levels. So for some people, it's kind of the questions are designed to not be particularly easy, but it will be, for the new people, it's a chance to learn something interesting about guns. And for the people who are super knowledgeable about firearms, it's kind of a fun way to test your knowledge, as it were, I guess.
Sure. It's just fun to play along. And as you say, you'll learn something in the process. Some are going to be easy and some are going to be, what the heck is that?
That's exactly right.
All right. Well, Ryan, it's a cool idea. The prize package is stunning. The SCAR rifle with all the accessories that Brownells is going to stick on there. By the way, I do want to mention for those, there's still a lot of people who either haven't gotten an AR-15 or they're new to the AR-15 platform, which is an incredible platform. You guys may have the best information base on that with your videos and all of that you have. And that's all available through the Brownells website, right?
Yep, through the Brownells website, or just sometimes it's easy to look it up on YouTube as well. So you can go to Brownells.com in the Learn section of the Brownells website. You can find all the videos there. We even put the video out on how to build an AR-15, so it's start to finish how to put one together. So at the website or on YouTube, both great places to learn. On YouTube, I think we have something like 12 or 1,300 videos that are gunsmithing related videos, or they're just more simpler videos. You don't certainly have to be a gunsmith to go there, but lots of information. Like I said, I think we've talked about it before on the show, but one of Brownells' big goals is not only be the product leader in the industry, but also to be the information leader. So that's why we have a production studio, and those guys are producing videos every week on something new and interesting.
Absolutely. You can continue your education right there, Brownells.com. Ryan, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I will see you at the SHOT Show and NRA Show. Absolutely. Always a pleasure, Tom, and thanks for having us. You bet. Take care. Yeah, if you haven't done it yet, just run over to Brownells.com/GUNTALK. You can enter to win. Kind of cool. SCAR, accessories, a trip to the NRA Show, your travel's paid for, get you there, accommodations, get to go out to dinner, get to be on Gun Talk Radio. We're going to have a bunch of fun. All righty. 866 Talk Gun. What's your take on the Paris attacks? Did it change what you're doing? Did it change your plans? Did it change what you're carrying? 866 Talk Gun. We'll be right back.
Want your next gun purchase to be fast and hassle-free? Well, at galleryofguns.com, you can search through thousands of models from our huge firearms inventory. Find a great offer from a local dealer that includes all fees and taxes. And there's no need to arrange a transfer. Gallery of Guns takes a small deposit on your credit card, and your gun will be at your chosen dealer in as little as 48 hours. Plus, your gun will be covered by our guaranteed lifetime replacement warranty. Galleryofguns.com. Search, find, buy. It really is just that easy.
Smith & Wesson Bodyguards. Carry more comfortably, walk more confidently. When it comes to personal protection, nothing beats a Bodyguard. Choose the lightweight, compact, and concealable Bodyguard 380 pistol or the Bodyguard 38 revolver, both with a built-in laser sight. The Smith & Wesson Bodyguards. Carry more comfortably, walk more confidently.
A great rifle and scope won't do you any good if your mount fails. Whether it's for hunting, competition, or tactical use, Warren has a rugged, reliable scope mount for you. Warren scope mounts are the choice of top competitors and professional hunters alike. American-made quality and performance you can count on. Visit your local dealer or go to warnscopemounts.com. WARNE scopemounts.com. Set your sights on Warren.
The .45 Auto, also known as the 1911, is the standard other defensive pistols are measured against. No matter what pistol you carry, techniques developed around the 1911 are vital. You know you need training, and you know your concealed carry class definitely was not training. Now Gun Talk presents an exciting DVD, Fighting with the 1911 with Tiger McKee. Tiger's unique training style will have you drawing, moving, shooting, and running your gun better, no matter what style pistol you prefer. At ShopGunTalk.com, you can order our DVDs of Tiger's instruction. ShopGunTalk.com also has a 2-DVD set, including Concealed Carry 1. Get both for the information you know you need. This really is life and death. ShopGunTalk.com has DVDs, books, and other essential gear. ShopGunTalk.com. That's ShopGunTalk.com.
In today's climate, you always need to be ready. Nothing will make you a more accurate or confident shooter than Crimson Trace laser sighting systems. Get the immediate, decisive advantage of the world's only grip-integrated laser sights. Shoot better. Stay safer. Call 800-442-2406 or visit crimsontrace.com for a free copy of our new laser training video, The Laser's Edge.
In the aftermath of the attacks, not incidents, as some in the media keep saying, the incidents in Paris. No, they weren't incidents, they were attacks. They were murderous, mass murder attacks, multiple people. In the aftermath of that, we're hearing and seeing a lot of talk. And let me just get this out of the way. I can't solve the geopolitical problem. I can't do anything about immigration. I can't deal with Sunni, Shia, Muslim, Islam, et cetera, fill in the blank, whatever it is. I just know there are some really, really, really bad people out there. One story I was reading said, well, they showed no mercy. Really? Really? They came to kill everyone. It's like one of the idiots in the media said, well, was there no time to get a hostage negotiator in there? What were you going to negotiate? Their position was, we want to kill everyone. They're not like holding hostages so they could escape and take the money somewhere. They came to kill people. One terror expert I heard interviewed, he said, you know what the average range was of the shots they fired? 8 inches. Consider that. People on their knees and they're walking up and shooting them in the head. So my question to you is this. As you saw this, heard this, watched this go on and on, how did you process it? What did it do in your head? What switches did it trip? Did it make you think about carrying a different gun or carrying a gun at all? Did it make you think about carrying a different gun? Did it make you think about different loadout? Did it make you think about how much ammo? Did it make you think about backups? Did it make you think about training? Did you go down that road? Backup gun? More ammo? More training? I have some thoughts on that. Line 3, Paul's with us out of Wasilla, Alaska. Hello, Paul.
Good morning. I want to say the religion of peace has gotten my attention. Mm-hmm. I have been carrying a Kel-Tec PF9 because it is the smallest 9mm I have found that I can carry and handle. It fits nicely in my ass pocket.
Right.
But I am thinking that something that holds about twice as many rounds would probably be a lot more useful in a situation like this. And a situation like this looks a lot more imminent than I had ever thought.
Oh, it's imminent. Trust me on this one. It is most definitely imminent. To your point, Paul, you know, I've been talking about this for some time and saying I've made a change. I used to carry single stack 45s. And I still carry single stack occasionally. And I've moved to the double stack 9s. And I know, I mean, as we're kind of knocking this back and forth, I know that there are people who say, well, there's nothing you could do in a terrorist attack. Well, wait, they're shooting people at 8 inches. I think a handgun could be pressed into service in this. And I had somebody an hour ago say, well, you know, if more people are carrying guns, and you get the same thing again and again, how are the good guys, the cops, when they get there, going to know the bad guys from the good guys? To which my answer is a very callous, I don't give a damn. Because by the time they get there, it's over, partner. So,
yeah, my issue here is I'm an old guy, right?
Yep.
I like my old gun. I like my 1911. So I'm looking at maybe like a Browning high power.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why not? High power works kind of similar to your 1911. Holds a bucket of bullets, as we used to say. That and a spare magazine.
I was thinking 2 spare magazines, but yeah.
Yeah, I like 2 spare magazines. It's very interesting how many people have done the calculus the same way you have, Paul, where they said, okay, I've been carrying a Kel-Tec. I've been carrying whatever it is. Doesn't pick one. I've been carrying something that's got 5, 6, 7 rounds in it. And probably just plenty of rounds for a true mugger attack, self-defense attack. I mean, statistically, blah, 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 it should be enough. But this is not the same thing. This is 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 guys with guns. Maybe, your goal is to get the heck out. Maybe your goal is to try to kill a few of them. Maybe your goal is simply to get them to put their heads down. I don't know if they would. I don't know, but I don't think 6 or 7 rounds is going to be terribly persuasive. So, Paul, I'm with you. The issue then becomes now you're going to have to adjust method of dress, method of carry, and frankly, you really have to work on your mindset to say, I am making this commitment from now on forever and ever and ever. This is not I'm going to do this for a while and then, oh, wow, this gun's bigger. And having all that ammo in is heavy. Okay, get a good belt. Spend $60 or $80 on a gun belt. What? On a belt? Yes. It's part of the system. Get a good holster. Get a good belt. Carry the gun. And this is what we're going to get to in just a minute. I want to talk to you a little bit about training. Training and practice. Two different things. Training and practice. What's the difference between those two? And there's probably one other kind of training that you never, ever thought about that you should be looking for. I'm going to get it. I'm going to take some different kinds of training. I'm already committed to taking more training. I just bought 10,000 rounds of ammo yesterday because it might be enough to do the training I need to do. 866-TALK-GUN.
Now, with more Gun Talk, Washington Times opinion page regular contributor Tom Gresham.
All right, back with you. If you'd like to join us, if you'd like to call in, just call 866-TALK-GUN or just dial 1-TOM-TALK-GUN. Over on Twitter, I am at GunTalk. Email tom@guntalk.com. Of course, if you don't have it yet, you need to get it immediately because it's free, like the best price ever. The Gun Dealio app for your smartphone helps you find super deals, promotions that manufacturers have going on. We give you alerts when there's a cool deal out there on guns, ammo, optics, that kind of stuff. Yeah, did I mention it's free? It's called Gun Dealio. It's GUNDEALIO at the App Store or Google Play, depending on which kind of phone you have. You could also listen to, if you miss a show, a Gun Talk show, you can listen to it there. You can listen to past shows. You can also see video on it. It's cool. Let's see. What's going on here? This week on Guns and Gear, we have carry holsters, optics from SIG, ballistic tip ammunition, stuff from Nosler, all kind of things going on. On Gun Talk television, we have the whole show is about recoil, what it is and how to tame it. Lots of fun stuff there. You can see those on the Pursuit channel or both Gun Talk. And, it's also on our YouTube channel, Gun Talk's YouTube channel. All right, our number is 866-TALK-GUN. My question I'm throwing out there, as you're watching the reports of the attacks, the murders, the terrorist attacks in Paris, and you're thinking correctly, that is coming here. Yeah, some would say it's already been here, but not at that scale. It's coming here. It's going to happen. In a mall, in a school, at a sports event, in a restaurant, the places you go. So as you think about that, some people spend all their time thinking geopolitically, what can we do to prevent this? I don't know. That's my answer. I don't know. I don't care. That sounds terrible. What do you mean you don't care? I really want to spend my time, my energy, my effort on things I can actually do something about. I don't think I can affect what's going on in Syria. I can affect what's going on in the room around me. I can try to protect my family. I can help maybe get some training for the members of my family. And those who say, well, there's probably nothing you could do in that case. Well, you could be right. And if there's not, then there's no harm in getting the training and carrying enough gun and enough ammo. Because, I mean, what's enough ammo? I don't know. I was carrying 27 rounds the day it happened. The next day I was carrying 27 rounds plus an extra gun, 2 guns. Probably I'm going to go to, I'm making a step up. I'm going to go to probably from a compact double stack to a full-size double stack. I've just got to figure out how I'm going to carry it and what's going to happen and how I'm going to holster, carry method. But a double stack 9 with 2 extra mags, too much? Well, I can do some things because of the nature of where I work and what I do and how I can dress. Not everybody can do that. I get that. One thing I will tell you, though, I would ask you to do this. Go watch a few of the episodes of our television show that's free on YouTube. It's called First Person Defender. And we put people into self-defense situations using simunitions. They're like real guns, but tricked out with simunitions. They've been modified. What I'd like for you to look at is when someone is attacked in these scenarios. And, at a mall, at a store, at an ATM, a home invasion, whatever it is, and the person starts shooting the bad guy. Watch how many times they go to slide lock. And we're talking usually, we can't load a full dual stack mag up. It doesn't work well for Sims. So we usually load with 7 to 10 rounds. They will shoot all the ammo. They will shoot all the ammo. Let me say it again. All the ammo is going to get shot on one guy. And it happens in a second and a half. Bang, 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 bang. Kind of wish I had more ammo in the gun, on my belt. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's go down to line 3 for a second. I want to talk to Doug in Medford, Oregon. Hey, Doug, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to go to Wilburn's Weapons, who sponsors you in the Medford area on KMED, and I'm going to say, hey, guys, who's the best people around to train me? Because I'm one of those guys that walks around with a concealed carry. I have a Glock 19, but you know what? I have been lazy. I haven't been out shooting. I don't have the training that I really should, and I'm going to get serious about it.
Well, good for you. There will be people around you can get training from. Any training is good. Better training is better. If you go, let's see, for Medford, Oregon, if you go a couple of hours to the east, you have Thunder Ranch. It's just they get filled up, almost a year in advance. But if you can get a class there, that's great. If you can go, it doesn't matter. Just ask around, say, who's teaching this stuff? The point, Doug, and I guess for everybody, is to keep in mind is that this is not about learning how to shoot. It's learning how to fight. You are fighting with a gun. It's a gunfight. And so you're learning to fight. You're learning to shoot while you move, shoot on the ground, do a malfunction drill on the ground, shoot one-handed with your offhand. If you're right-handed, you're going to learn to shoot left-handed. Oh, yeah, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have a malfunction. While you're shooting one-handed with your left hand, you're going to have to get the bad ammo out, reload the gun, get the magazine out, put the good magazine in, rack the slide, get back in the fight with your left hand when you're right-handed. Well, that sucks. Yeah, it does. How about that?
And I don't have those skills right now.
Well, good for you for doing that. I would say sooner rather than later, make the full-blown commitment. Yep. And I appreciate the call, sir. I want to throw out another thought here. I just signed up for another class at GUNSIGHT. I'm going to take a class at VATA, VATA, the VATA group. Look at vatagroup.net. They have some really good classes. I want to take a carbine class. I'm going to take a couple of handgun classes. GUNSIGHT, I just saw, they actually have an anti-terrorism class for civilians. That's fairly interesting. GUNSIGHT, GUNSITE.com. I also am going to take a class, and maybe more than one, in trauma medicine. Well, what's that about? Simply this. It may well be you who keeps your wife or your child from bleeding out. Yeah, that's graphic. We weren't going there, were you? Do you have the tools? Do you have the skills? Tools, skills. Tools, skills. That's what it's all about. Are you carrying what you need to stop the bleeding, to prepare, get somebody to save them? Because, that's it. It's a matter of minutes. Because if there's a gunfight, people get shot. People get hit. If there's an explosion, stuff happens. You go, well, that's really paranoid, Tom. Really? Go turn on CNN right now and look at the video and tell me how paranoid that is. Really? I get it. It's not for everybody. At the same time, it really, and I'm going to ask you to kind of look at yourself. Go look at yourself in the mirror and say, who am I? Who am I? What kind of person am I? If you say, I'm just the kind of person that wants to get along and go along, and I'll try to avoid that, but whatever is, in this case, sirrah, fine, good. As long as you know that. But don't pretend that your carrying permit and carrying a gun prepares you for this stuff. If you can't move through a crowded place and shoot and hit targets, you're not ready. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, it is. It's not easy. It's not for everybody. I get that. And I guess I just ask you to take a look at yourself. Where am I? What am I going to do? How's this going to work? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Figure out where you are in all of this. Some deep, introspective thought. Come out with an answer. Have a plan. Execute your plan, whether it's training, practice, whatever it happens to be. Talk to me. What were your thoughts when this happened? Have you changed your thinking? Have you already changed your carry? Have you changed your behavior? If so, how? I'd like to know. 866-TALK-GUN.
The Ruger American Rifle is a 100% American-made firearm that offers outstanding performance at a great price. Available in standard size and compact models, it features power-bending integral bedding blocks, a Ruger Marksman adjustable trigger, a flush-fit 4-round rotary magazine, and a 3-lug bolt with 70-degree throw. Compact models feature a shorter length of pull and a shorter barrel for a reduction in overall length of more than 5 inches. The Ruger American Rifle, another rugged, reliable firearm from Ruger.
Be sure to watch NRA Freedom Friday from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. with Freedom Fighters, American Air Gunner, ATSN Stop the Threat, GUNTALK TV, Championship Season, Guns and Gear TV. Watch NRA's Freedom Friday only on the Pursuit Channel, where we deliver the outdoors.
The Black Hills. There's nothing like it on Earth. The kind of place where characters become legends. Wild Bill Hickok, Crazy Horse, Calamity Jane. Pick any part of the world and you'll find people go there to make it their own. But this is where people come to get made. This is the place that made the people who make the best ammo on Earth. Black Hills Ammunition.
When it's all on the line, you can count on Trijicon Optics. Earning its reputation in combat and on hunts in all corners of the world, Trijicon comes through. The new AccuPower rifle scopes feature battery-powered illuminated reticles, variable power, adjustable brightness, plus they're waterproof. The years of waiting, the dollars spent, your hunt of a lifetime comes down to a single moment. Get Trijicon quality. Trijicon.com. Trijicon.com.
You're at a gun store and your phone tells you about hot deals. Want to know about special offers? No problem when you have GunDealio, the free app for your smartphone. GunDealio delivers the latest deals on guns, ammo, and extras direct to your phone. Don't overpay for your shooting gear. Get GunDealio. It's free at the App Store and Google Play. Trigger the deals with GunDealio. GunDealio.com.
Before Silencer Shop made it so easy to suppress firearm noise, this was considered quiet. After Silencer Shop, this is considered quiet. Help make the world a quieter place. Visit silencershop.com to find a dealer powered by Silencer Shop near you. No crickets were harmed in making this commercial.
But they say, but in a scenario like that, wouldn't it be worse if there were people who had guns and they're shooting back at the bad guys, because then innocent people could get killed? Wait, back up. They're there to kill as many people as they can. They're killing more than 100 people. And you're worried about innocent people getting killed? That's all that's getting killed right now in the middle of this attack. Innocent people are being killed. If you could get them to pull their heads down for a few minutes, that's time. Time is life. Time is response. If you happen to hit one, that's a good thing. If you are able to hit more than one, that's a great thing. Somebody just said, well, I can't think of anything worse than a lot of people having guns in situations like that. Really? I can think of one thing worse. No one having any guns to shoot back. Line 2. Henry's in L.A., it says, in California area. Hey, Henry, what'd you find?
Hi. Me and my buddy unfortunately had a grandfather pass away, and he left us, we think it's a Marlin 22 long rifle. We're still looking it up. We know it's nothing of high value, but this is kind of our first foray into bolt-action rimfire. And we've heard, we listen to the show religiously, and we've heard you say not to oil the trigger. And any other 22 rimfire tips? You know, we know it's dirty, and it's our first bolt-action. So anything you can give us?
Sure. Probably the first thing I would do would be to, if you are not real sure about its condition, you might even want to take it to a gunsmith and just have it looked over. Probably have a gunsmith do a good cleaning on it to start off with. Generally, we say don't put oil on the trigger because oil tends to gum up and you get grit and junk in there, and then all of a sudden your trigger pull gets nasty. So usually all you have to do is clean it out, sometimes with solvent. It can be even as much as like a brake cleaners or something like that. Wiping it down with a gun oil, a good gun oil, something like the Slip 2000 products, which we're very fond of. That'll protect the metal. But probably in your case, what I would do first course of action would be just, if you don't know the history of it and such, obviously make sure it's unloaded, but get it to a gunsmith and have it checked over and say, look, as long as you got it in here, give it a good cleaning for us. And you might even ask, look, can you show us kind of how to disassemble it and what to do with it if you're not sure, and get a little bit of education while you're in there. Not a bad way to go. I appreciate the call. All right, 866-TALK-GUN. Have you thought about carrying a bigger gun with more ammo and an extra magazine? Call me, 866-TALK-GUN. Back with you here, Tom Gresham, 866-TALK-GUN. Also, if you want to shoot me an email, tom@guntalk.com. Let's see here. Josh is in Ozark, Arkansas, that is. Hey, line 4. Hey, Josh.
Tom?
Yes, sir.
The whole thing about the attack on Paris and the issue of gun control and banning guns, I mean, is that really after that's happened, is it justifiable to start banning guns and doing more gun control in this country when, we can easily, you have this argument that, well, there are terrorists out there that could attack anywhere at any time. How are we supposed to protect ourselves? When this does happen, the government has failed to protect us, and the police are busy. They can't be everywhere at once to protect us. So why shouldn't we be able to protect ourselves?
It's a great point, and I think you and I are thinking the same thing. There are some in this country, the whole never let a crisis go to waste. They're going to say, well, look, bad people with guns did something in Paris, so we should have more gun control in the U.S. And you're going, excuse me? That's like saying, there was a World War II and guns were involved, so we should have more gun control now. And that doesn't make any sense on the face of it. Perhaps Jim just had this idea here. He said, well, why don't we pull a page out of the Anti's playbook? Now's the time to push for national reciprocity. The idea being that my carry permit should be good anywhere. And I know, and there are going to be some who say, well, you couldn't do anything about it, and I would really rather, they won't say it this way, but what they come out with, I would really rather take my chances with a terrorist who is there to kill me than I would with you who I don't know who would be trying to stop them. Think about that for a minute. They said, well, you could hit the wrong person. You're not trained. You could this and this. You could do this. This might happen. This might happen. Never has, but it could. So I would rather, if you extend their logic, I would rather take my chances with people who are there for only one person, for one purpose, to shoot me in the head, and then to shoot my wife, and then to shoot my son, and to shoot my infant daughter in her stroller. That's why they're there. Take my chances, really. There are no chances with that person. The person is there for only one reason. There is no mercy. Maybe it would help if you thought about it this way. They think of you as a cockroach. They think of us as cockroaches. You have the wrong religion. You must be exterminated the way cockroaches are exterminated. They will kill you, all of you. They want to kill you. Not them, not some people, you. Look over at your wife, look at your daughter, look at your husband. That's who they want to kill. Right there. The only question is, what are you going to do about it? Or as Sean Connery put it in The Untouchables, what are you prepared to do? What are you prepared to do? Will you go get some real training in fighting, not shooting, fighting with a gun? Will you commit to constant practice? Will you get you an airsoft gun that is a replica of your carry gun and use that to practice every single day? Doesn't cost that much money. It's a way to get some trigger time. Would you ever consider getting training in medical trauma medicine? I don't know. I just would throw this out. I think it's a time for everybody to do some introspection, thinking about who you are, what you're willing to do, what's your commitment to your family, what's your commitment to others. We'll be right back with news from Colt.